family and to be able to help out with bills and be more of a yes mom. So of course, I helped her out and signed up. I was young and I wasn't really consistent enough with the products to see any kind of results. That led me to quit. And it wasn't the only time that I did that. I did the whole stop-start thing several times. I would sign up and then I would quit, then I would sign up again and I would quit again. The last time I signed up was in October of 2020 as a wife and mom of 2 kids under 3. I was exhausted all the time. I was looking for something to give me more energy to spend time with my kids. I wanted to be able to focus on them and give them the time that they deserved without me being tired all the time. So my husband said that since I've done this stop-start thing so many times, and if I was going to start again, I needed to at least get my products paid for this time. And that's what I did. I jumped all in and finally went gold on my own. I was a fast start gold. And this has truly been the biggest blessing. It has been so amazing to meet all these people that I would never have met if I didn't take this opportunity. When I think back to all the times I started and stopped, I'm grateful because it led me to this team that I'm on now. My uplines have become my best friends. I don't even look at them as my uplines anymore, just my friends. I know they are people I can trust and go to when I need prayer, when I need something in life or in my business. Now that I have stepped all the way into this business, I think back to my mom. I think about how much she wanted this. She wanted success in this business and she had big dreams for this business. In April of 2019, she passed away from a brain tumor. She wasn't able to fulfill the dream that she had for this business. As I continue in my journey and with every goal that I hit, I look up and I know that she is so proud of me. I'm living out 2 dreams here. I'm living out my dream for myself and my family, and I'm living out my mama's dream. Being able to do that is very special for me, and I'm so thankful for this business and the people here in this community. Plexus is so gracious, so giving, loving, and supportive. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
He gives back to people. He loves people. He constantly gives his passion, his heart. He's probably the most generous man I've ever met in my life, okay? And quick story. Time and time again, he loves giving gifts. And on my birthday here this year, earlier in July, it was probably a week before my birthday, and he's like, hey, I bought you something for your birthday. And I'm like, man, would you stop that? Stop it. And so a couple days went by, and it wasn't my birthday yet, but I went to his office. We go into each other's office every morning. Either if I get there before he does, then he comes to my office and vice versa. So I walked over to his office. He's like, hey, it came. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, your birthday present. I know it's not your birthday. You want it now or you want it later? I'm like, I told you to stop buying me stuff. Anyways, the man has a big heart. I love him. I call him my friend. He's the heart and soul of our company. Give a huge Plexus welcome to founder and president, Mr. Alan Clark.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Gene, for those kind words. Wow, you having a good time? All right. I had some stuff prepared to talk to you that I prepared, and I go, I'm gonna just pivot. And I love bacon. Love bacon, right? And a few years ago, we were in Hawaii, and I had to talk to the new Emeralds. And I didn't know what I was going to say, and I was eating this bacon, and I go, there's got to be a life lesson in bacon. Because it's too good not to have a lesson in bacon. And so I came up with an acronym for bacon. And so, it's true, everything. So B in bacon stands for belief. Belief, you got to believe in things. And I remember when I was a young kid, and picture this, we lived in a small house, but on Christmas Eve was the only night that my parents would allow the Christmas tree lights to stay on all night. Other nights we had to turn them off before we went to bed. But I remember you could get up middle of the night, go to the bathroom secretly, and you could see the lights glistening in the hallway, and you could see some shapes of things, but you couldn't really see what it was. And then my sister and I would lay down in our rooms touched, and so there was a doorway to go into both rooms, and so we were laying there. There's some tape on the floor my mom put down, and we couldn't cross that tape until 7 a.m. So we would just lay there. It seemed like for hours. And so I learned patience on Christmas, but I also learned hope on Christmas. And all I wanted that year was an Evel Knievel toy. Evel Knievel. I loved the red, white, and blue, his courage, and I wanted to just jump that toy over everything. And so I truly believed that I was going to get that toy. So 7 a.m., we were in, looking at everything. There under the tree was this beautiful Evel Knievel bike, this big, but I loved it. So I believed it was going to happen. And so you got to believe in this business. Do you guys believe in this business? It could be Christmas morning every morning for you in Plexus. You don't know who you're going to bump into, who you're going to talk to, who's going to change your life. So continue to believe. Okay, A stands for action. Action. My Evel Knievel guy, he had lots of action. But you have to have action in this business. If you don't, you just have a dream or a goal without action, it doesn't come true, correct? So A is for action, you got to take action. C is for commitment. Are you committed? Obviously you're committed because you're here on this trip. You left your families. If you have to leave them for something, this isn't a bad thing to leave them for a few days. You're going to eventually go back and be back with them, but I hope you're having a good time for this. You got to be committed. We are committed at Plexus for you. I get a phone call at least once or twice a month from another leader from another company. And to set this in some context, other companies, they buy leaders. There are leaders that have 10,000 people in their group, and they will call me and say, hey, I'll bring all my group over if you will pay me $500,000. I go, you can pay me $995 and we'll get started today. Right? We'll get started today. So, we've never bought a leader. We will never buy a leader. Ever. So, other companies think they can microwave themselves to success.
No.
You can't microwave yourself to success. You can't skip steps. You can't do things. You can have microwave quick success in certain things, but you got to set a foundation that's going to be forever.
Amen.
And we're doing network marketing how it could and should be done, but rarely is. And we stand behind that every single day. And so our commitment is to you, all of you. Okay, this one was easy. One Plexus. That's who we are, is one Plexus. When we started Plexus, we felt like, before the first convention, we had 248 people at our first convention. That's like this section right here. For our first convention, it was crazy. I remember sitting in the hall as we were doing a site inspection. I was sitting with Sheila Medina, Deborah Lawson, Patty Cuevas, and Coach Cuevas, 4 of our OGs. I was sitting with them. They're all here today, so they're still doing it. They're still here. But I remember talking to them, and my belief was so big. I believe that Plexus is going to be something greater than 248 people. And I remember sitting with them, talking to them, and I knew once I heard from them, I felt their hearts and their belief and their passion. I knew that we were in good, I can't even speak, that we were in a good place to move forward. And then I met many more ambassadors after that. And we are where we are today, with hundreds of thousands of ambassadors that think the same way, that they all incorporate themselves into one Plexus. When we say One Plexus, it means so much, because it means we're a family. And families care about each other, and they pray for each other, and they think about each other. That's what we do at Plexus. We have all of you in our hearts every single day. And when Genevieve comes up and she's running around doing her thing, it's for you. When Gene comes out and he talks about the company, and Gene is amazing, because Charles and I, we were in a meeting a while back, and Gene finally just said, "No, this is what we're doing," and he put his foot down, and this was it. And I said, "Man, Charles and I would wait till the meeting's over and say, we're not going to do that, we're going to do this." But Gene makes decisions, and so that's why we love him. And our whole executive team, they're all here this week. Some of them you met Joe somewhere. Ken over here, Ken, Canada. Chris Reed takes care of. Chris Reed makes us safe. He makes us all feel good and feel safe, that we can go do what we do and be safe doing it. So thank you, Chris, for doing that. You don't get the recognition you deserve, so thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, One Plexus. And in bacon, you're never going to think of bacon the same. N stands for never, ever give up. Right? You can never give up. This business, it goes up and down like this. But if you stay the course, if you play the end game, a lot of sports, you have a starting and an ending, correct? Well, in Plexus, there's just a start. There's not an end. It's infinite. And so don't get too down if your business is down. Don't get too high if your business is high. Get excited. But you know that as you go through your Plexus journey, you're going to have some time where you got to work a little harder, that you got to dig a little deeper. But never give up. Can you promise me that? Never, ever, ever, ever give up. Please. It is too important to your lives, to your family's lives, to your future, to never give up. And who is qualified or going to qualify for Punta Cana? Okay. We expect to see all of you there, because that little resort is going to be pounded with Plexus. Pounded. So like I said the other day, that there are companies that are struggling to get this many people at their national convention, annual conventions. We have over 2,400 people on this. We call it the Plexus ship, because that's all it is the Plexus ship. So I want to thank you for letting me be here and say just a few words and letting me elaborate on bacon. Because I haven't had any today, because I was saving myself so I could come out and look trim in front of you. But I have my balance ready, and I'm going to go find bacon somewhere after this is done. So thank you so much for everything. See ya. Welcome. Welcome, Gene. Listen, I'm 10 minutes away. So, all right. Okay, can you believe we're already reached the end of the Leaders Retreat? We're almost there. Man, I know, it feels like we just got here.
Someone said double the Leaders Retreat.
Wish we could extend it. Let's just keep going.
I wish. Man, time flies when you're having fun, right? You guys have a good time? I hope you guys take what you got here and use it for the rest of the year and have it boost you into 2024, because we're excited. We're excited about what's coming, aren't we?
I have never, ever been more excited than I am right now. With other companies right now, we're struggling a little bit. They're trying to go out and find some funding. They're trying to do all these other things to keep their ship afloat, per se. But with Plexus, we are strong financially. We are debt free. We have all the things in place.
All right, well, we want to give a little more recognition. Can we do that? But we want to do a little bit different type of recognition. We want to invite all of our staff members here on stage with us. You guys come out, please.
We cannot do it without.
No, everybody. I know you already know this.
They're an excited bunch.
Okay. I know you guys already know this, but there's a lot of people that work behind the scenes, right? And all the work that's been done to provide you with this amazing experiences because of all these people back here. So can you give them a huge round of applause?
Big round of applause.
You do an amazing job.
You will continue to have low expectations for yourself and your life. I want you to raise above the most people mentality. Most people don't do what you do. Most people don't care as much as you do. Most people can't be a part of a community that loves on and cheers for each other. Most people wouldn't go crazy hoping that someone else gets the $1,000 ball. Most people don't get us. I'm okay with that, because we are not like most people. We will never be most people. We will embrace that, and I continue to say nobody, no thing will keep us from where we want to go, as long as we are all dedicated together. Can we count on you? So what I want you to do is I want you to think in terms of where I'm going next and who you are bringing with you. And I want to tell you that that starts with Super Saturday. Super Saturday is such a fantastic opportunity for you to invite guests, for you to get together, for you to show your leader and your community that I am linking arms with you. We are going to go together to the next level. And I'm here to tell you some of the speakers today and the stories that you heard may or may not be making an appearance at Super Saturday. And I know that you want your entire team and your guests to hear it. So we have I'm willing to make a little bet with you guys. How many of you could use, 100 extra credits toward Punta Cana? Woo! How many of you? Woo! Fantastic. Well, because you did the hard work of getting here, we want to offer you, I'll do a trade. I will do a trade. If you go ahead and buy your Super Saturday ticket right now, I'm gonna put 100 credits for Punta Cana in your account. Your credits will show up by the end of the week because this is a manual process. So if we can get a little music, I'm gonna let you guys all buy your Super Saturday ticket right now.